to look at some trains.
I like trains.
We're gonna be on some trains.
Trains.
We're gonna try to get
And if you folks are having trouble finding a room, I recommend heading up the hill to fall out of the break and get hit by anything else. We never complete that full 360 degrees.
That's cool.
Oh my gosh.
We found him. Oh, here he is again.
Oh, right there.
As a reminder, now keep your arms inside the cars at all times. Do not touch the station platform. They will snap your arm like it's not even there.
No, what do you say?
He said, I don't normally want to be mean, but there's that one car.
There's that one car that's being dope.
If I want to get back on board, we could switch cars.
Whoa, look at this.
This is where I belong.
This is cool.
It's weird to think that locomotive and like train manufacturers or car manufacturers used to be the same thing at one point.
Right. Where's Antonio?
Always hiding.
That guy looks real grumpy. What do you think his story is?
Sad.
See the jack-o'-lantern up there? What? Hey, what do you think this guy's story is?
That's me. Actually, looks like Carl. Look at his beautiful lashes. Carl, compared to
Carl,
this guy.
are you related to this guy?
Go side by side. See them lashes?
You might be related to that guy.
Dude, seriously.
That's what they
There's no longer a name in this line, and it was cut back with the silver mine and historic. We're going to cut in the middle. Notice the rockers moving over to the side. Now, if you're all willing to look to the left side of our train, it'll tip over. Just kidding, folks. I know that's a nasty one. You'll find this clear peak 100 feet below and our track 75 feet below. And to the right side of our train, perhaps a picture of Georgetown. People often ask me if that's a gravestone. And the simple answer is, well, no, there's nobody buried there. But the long answer is, well, kind of. You see, that marker was placed there in September of 1947 to commemorate the original Georgetown.
So silver on this side, and if you're videoing, when up here on the hill, if you look up, you see those orange spots?
Yeah.
Those are gold mines.
Oh, that's cool.
So silver on this side, gold over there. Here we go. Y'all come on in.
Ooh.
And y'all can sit anywhere that you like. we're starting our tour in here just the way the workers here started their day. This room's called the dry, and not to rhyme, but the reason why, this big cast iron stove, this is where they would come in, leave their work clothes, put their work clothes on. The youngest kids that worked here would have started working in this room 7 years old. There was an orphanage in town, or if you were a child of one of the employees inside the mine, they would also hire you to start working here. So this is called a dynamite car. Dynamite during this time period, super finicky. Half gunpowder, half nitroglycerin. Nitroglycerin, just like my life, does not like to be cold. Below 54 degrees, it will solidify and harden. Dropping it, talking loud, it could go off. So they made this to try to keep it in a stable temperature range. So these cylinders are sealed because in the cube over the top, they put water in here. And then this hole underneath with the air vents was for a candle. So you set these on top of a candle, you got dozens of these set up, the candle heats the water from underneath, the water surrounds the tubes, and it keeps it in a safe temperature range for transport. You're about 12, 14, you moved on to this job, you're a dynamite runner, you're taking that in the mine, right? You got it in one hand, it weighs about 25 pounds with everything in it, you got a lit candle in the other for light, right? My son's 10, I don't even let him light candles when I'm not at home. So you can imagine having this kind of responsibility. And then once you're about 14, 15, they just put you straight on making holes and rigging up dynamite. So I guess you're a miner. We're going to go next door to Dr. Julius Pulley's office. Get them while they're free. And you can wear them over your hat, but you don't have to. Average height about 5'4", 5'5", so they kind of custom built it for themselves. We won't need a chiropractor when we're done. I'm just trying to make you aware of the height of the lid at the time. This is about as close as you can get to going back in time, honestly. Other than the few lights we put in here, everything's original. All right, y'all ready?
Ooh, should we mind touching the walls or no?
What's your step? How to operate loudmouth?
Yeah, the loudmouths. So those are like hardwired together and they have their own battery pack. It's so we can communicate outside, you know, because if you get a cell phone signal in here, let me know. I do that hundreds of times a day. See my hard hat on?
Oh yeah.
They got me a new helmet and I've always worn this one. I'm like, I'm keeping it. So you're definitely going to want to video this. Check that out. You can walk right up like this and have a peek. Just don't lose your cool phone and your stand or your hard hats or anything, because if it goes in there, it's not coming back. That thing's 120 feet deep.
Whoa.
But it looks super cool. It almost looks like a piece of glass on top, but it's just straight melted snow and water. If you look at this angle right here, perfectly up, so it goes up over 200 feet. It's hard to see, but the drift goes in there and they stoked out all the way up over, but up over 200 feet right here. Wow. And these are the silver veins. Don't mind JJ over there. I wanted to put some on his neck where I could hit a remote and it would turn around.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
That's so creepy.
Yes. Oh, that was a good movie, right? It really was. Those little eyeless things were pretty freaky. I thought that.
Oh yeah.
And as you move forward, when you get here, shine your lights up through. They call this cribbing. It's old. This is 150-year-old wood right here. We do have better stuff above it to keep stuff from falling on us, but we like to leave the authentic stuff right here. But see these? Those are all dynamite channels. Wow. So that was a hole with rock around it. It blew inward and left half the channel. If I shine like this, you get the angle better. But if you've ever seen Alien or any movies like that, you see that and you're like, man.
That's weird.
Yeah, it seems like your finger would sink into it, but it's a mineral called calcite. It's quite hard, but it looks like the mine has a coal to me. You'll see on this side, the dude on the ladder, he's just half the man he used to be. I see lots of pictures of these guys, and I do not encourage smoking kids, but they'd have a hand-rolled cigarette, and they're lighting the dynamite with it. So maybe that's what happened to his top hat. So, does it not look like silver, does it? So if you look up in the top, you can kind of see more of a, that deep, this is a pretty rich vein here. But this orange stuff is iron. You see it trailing down. And then this is all oxidized. And also, fun fact, directly above us, we're about to exit out from underneath the westbound side of I-70. So they're driving over the top of us. They have no idea we're down here. Oxidized copper leaking in to the calcite. Then here there's iron leaking in. Looks like caramel. Yeah, it does. This was called what they call a ballroom. And it was a mother lode. So this area right here, you're pulling out about 200 ounces of silver a ton, which is an insane amount of silver compared to the other areas in the mine. You're using one of these with a sledgehammer to make your pilot hole. And then there's a 3-foot version of this that one guy holds on his back and the other guy swings a sledgehammer at it in the candlelight. You can only swing a 12-pound sledgehammer so long, and you're going to tire out. So if you hit his finger or hit his head, you're probably going to get it back on the rotation, you know. But hopefully they're all really good at what they're doing, and that didn't occur because not a lot of modern medicine then. And so this is called our hoist. This is also air powered. The nameplate here actually says Georgetown on it. Different parts were manufactured, assembled in here. But this piece of equipment, another thing, super loud. They say you could hear this running outside the portal, so another thing that probably contributed to their lack of hearing. But the way this actually functions is you got your pulley here attached to your beam there, through the groove, down to your barrel, or at these big cast iron buckets. They'd have people stacked in there, tools stacked in there, and they could fit up to 4 or 5 people in there. And the way they did it is you got one leg in and one leg out, and a tool or two in the middle. All about some profit production, right? Always trying to maximize things. No OSHA, no MSHA. No one's really regulating anything.
Oh, wow.
That goes up real high. That's a sketchy louder.
I think it's okay.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
And then we're finding
You are not alone. I've bumped my head so many times. And I have not.
I don't have many advantages, but this is one of them.
You're not a rock climber, you're a miner.
Yeah.
Make sure you can take your pan, just tilt the front forward, dip it, and let some water in. So you're going to fill it up like maybe that first ridge up from the bottom. And that's what we'll put our gold in when we're done.
Cool, the first thing we're gonna do.
I'll take this and videotape you guys.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you ready?
Look at awesome. You guys are rocks. Yeah, awesome. My pan's a floater. Got this here. That's gravel. It's got gold in it though.
We're going to separate our two pans. And if you're right,
just tilt your pan forward towards the ridges just a little, and then shake straight side to side. And what's going to do is that sand's going to migrate forward towards those ridges. It's going to form what looks like a little half circle or a little half moon right up against the ridges. And the reason we're doing all this is because in this sand there's gold, and the gold's super heavy. So you can imagine as you're shaking it, it's working its way down to the sand. It'll plant itself right on the bottom, right?
Right.
It's on the bottom.
Oh, absolutely. I believe it's there.
Right, she's a believer. So,
I don't know.
we have I'm going to take my beautiful Garrett gold pan. Thank you. The black edition.
I'm your
going to put it
mining
down in
pan
the
of light.
water about 3/4 of the way deep, right? So you don't want a shallow pond. You don't want to jump into a shallow pond, right? You want some depth, so you don't break your shins out. So you got this pretty deep, about 3/4 of the way down, and then watch. This is basically controlled erosion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to dip it straight in, and then when I pull it out, I'm going to slightly lift up and go back. So it's almost like an oval shape rotation. So you just go in, lift up. You don't have to grip the pan super hard or stress. You can listen to the creek and zen out. You know what I'm saying? And you just dip and lift. You see that light stuff floating out? We got our safety ridges in place. If the gold slid up, it'd slide flat right into the underside of that ridge. You do that about 5 or 6 times. Scoop up some of this beautiful Colorado water. Shake, shake, shake. Get your half circle back. You're just trying to move things away from the edge and repeat.
Oh, yeah. Get deep in there, yeah.
Excellent technique, fellas.
Aha! Eureka!
Carl, did you get some?
Yeah.
Hey!
Gold! You want to open that up? I'm going to use this guy to squeeze them out. Alrighty.
You're about to make.
Look at that gold. He's rich. Whoa. We're going to try and do this one-handed. Whoop.
Right up.
Right in there. You found gold.
I think I've also found a little gold.
It's been a pleasure spending this time with you.
What you got?
Gold today? I found a couple of ways.
Oh, I see him. I see him.
Little tablets to show sulfur. I'll show you.
You got big ones.
Yeah.
Mine are tiny. Yours are huge.
Very good.
Nice. Hers are huge. Really?
Hey, got some gold, baby.
Ta-da!
got a lot of flakes. She got huge ones though.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got some. Yeah,
Oh,
look at these.
sweet.
Look how big they are.
Nice. Together we have, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple bucks.
$5.
Thanks, buddy.
What you got?
But you like only have the flex in yours too. I like seeing
Gold. Antonio, what will you use your gold to buy?
A Snickers bar.
We're gonna stop, don't worry.
See as of this moment, so we can be underway. Thank you. That's actually where the Everett Mine was located. The Everett Mine was a sister mine to the Lebanon Mine. The two mines were mining on.
John Kraft.
Hello. John Kraft.
Antonio.
John Kraft, actually.
Hannah. Ice cream. John Kraft. Carl's Big Day. Any words?
I'm a big boy now.
Brian, as you can see, the British man there is pumping the air in disappointment.